Well, hi there, Paper Pumpkin members, and give me 1 second because I don't know what just happened there, but we're going to fix it. All kinds of wonkiness happening today. Let's see. Go with that. I'm coming, I swear. I'm sorry. It's always something, right? Oh, let's see. There we go. And wait for it. Nope, not yet. There I am. Whew. Gotta love technology. Okay, I'm gonna back up and start over. Hi there, and welcome to my Paper Pumpkin reveal for the July 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit. It just came. I'm really excited. I can't wait to share it with you because it's really cool. And there's lots of options that we can do with this. It's a fun card making paper crafting kit. And Stampin' Up! Puts this out once a month. And this one's called Summer Nights that we're going to be playing with. And it is really, really cool. So I have one of these kits to give away. And I will do that in 2 weeks on August 6th. All you need to do to enter is leave a comment right here on this video. And if you leave a comment, I will automatically enter you. If you share the video from Facebook or YouTube onto social media such as Facebook or YouTube or Pinterest and type the word shared into the comments of the original video, I will enter you a second time into the drawing to win this. And good luck to everybody on that. Thank you all for joining me today. So this is a really cool kit. This is what we're going to be playing with today. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's an easy, they're all easy. Paper Pumpkin is that all-inclusive kit. It's great for beginners, but I'm not a beginner and I love these kits. They're fun to do on the fly. They're fun to do when you just need that little something to do for therapy. I know a lot of people when they are in the waiting rooms or, even in the hospital, I've heard a few of you say that just something fun to put together, and then you have cards or projects that you can share with your loved ones afterwards. And the deadline for the August Paper Pumpkin Kit is August 10th. It is the world's greatest, and this one's dedicated to our heroes out there. So this one's a pretty cool theme that they're going to be doing for the next one. You can subscribe on stampwithtami.com and click Paper Pumpkin. You can get more information on Paper Pumpkin there as well. And you will also be able to download the Paper Pumpkin kit inserts. So, oops, sorry, I guess I don't have that one on here, but I'll just tell you. There is a kit insert somewhere. There it is. And you can download that on, if you go to stampwithtami.com and click Paper Pumpkin, I have the July one up. And that way you can put the stamp set, you can print it off, put it in a stamp case, put the stamp set in it, and put it on the shelf with the rest of them. And I've got, those go back 2 years. Another cool thing about the July kit is, and I'm sorry for bouncing around there with the slides, but sometimes I was just in a hurry to get playing with the stamps, so I wasn't as organized as I normally am, and I hope you'll forgive me for that. Sometimes I just get too excited. So the other cool thing about the July kit is the add-on. Now, mind you, the add-on to this kit, even though the kit is currently, I haven't seen refills come up yet. They may come up in my online store. They may not. I haven't heard. But the kit is available. I mean, the add-on kit is available. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. Even without the kit, the add-on is really cool. Like, you could use that completely separate from the kit. And it expands the kit. So there's two cool things about it. Okay. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Let's see. Let's see if we can fit. There we go. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Okay. So let's get started sharing, first of all, what's in the kit. They always come in these cute little boxes. This is the Summer Nights is the one that we're going to be playing with. And I have pulled everything out here so you can kind of see it and see what comes in the kit. They are really a great value too. And here is the instruction sheet. These are the projects that we're going to make. These make, they're card fronts. They're like postcards here. So we've got postcards and we've got these cool tea light bags. And we'll make them in just a minute. I'll tell you about what's coming inside, what comes in here, and wait for it. We have instructions, but you know what? You don't need these instructions. You know why? Just chuck them, because I'm going to make them right here. And what's better than having the instructions is a video that tells you what not to do. And that's where I come in. Okay, so first of all is the stamp set, in case you didn't get a good peek at that when I shared it on the slide a minute ago. This is what it is. It's really fun. So this is like fireworks here, or sparklers. You could do, or you could make a one of those blowy flowers out of it too. There's lots of things that you could do on there. There's some great sayings in here. You light up my life with the lightning bugs. It's a party. You're invited, so great for invitations. And the saying is, oh, the summer nights are all right with everything magic and bright. And then there's RSVP where and when if you were using these for invitations, which the postcard style is really great for. However, I am not making invitations with these. I'm actually going to make cards out of them. I'm going to show you two different ways that you can very easily make these postcards into cards. Anybody can do it. Okay, so let's talk about what's in the kit first. Okay, so first of all, they are all inclusive. Usually you just need a pair of scissors, right, to get to go. We've got some mini dimensional adhesives and some mini glue dot adhesives. In this video, I'm probably going to use my stamp and seal adhesive in place of the glue dots. And next up, we've got the stamp set, which I just shared with you. Every kit has an exclusive stamp set that comes in it. And then every kit also has an ink spot. Now, the ink spots are like miniature ink pads. So we have our full-size ink pads. And then they have these minis. They get the same ray anchors. They're used the same way. They're just minis. They make it easy to travel with, too. I like to save these, and I give them as gifts sometimes. Sometimes I just use them on the go. So I'm going to use my full-size Blackberry Bliss today instead of the mini that came in the kit. But it's great for building on your supplies when you are new and don't have a lot of supplies. You get a new color every month. You get a new stamp set every month that will have sayings in it. Okay, so we have 3 different styles of postcards here. So we've got darker night sky, we've got like a sunsetty twilight sky. Maybe if I turn that upside down, it looks more like sunsetty twilight, right? With clouds in it. And then we've got like a lighter, I don't know. This one looks more like ocean to me. I guess we could go either way with that. Now every month I do a reveal and then I do an alternate. So the alternate could be something completely outside the box and totally different. All right, there are envelopes that come with this for your postcards. If you were to make invitations or just send little notes to people, you've got your envelopes that come in the kit. So there should be at least 9, right? Let's count them because it doesn't say on the thing how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So there's enough envelopes for each of these if that's how you choose to send them. Okay, so now we've got, look at these. These are vellum little jars. How super cute is this? Right? We even have a stamp set that goes with that coordinates with this. So that's cool too in our main catalog. And then we also have these are, how adorable is this, right? There's several different things I was seeing right away with these little baggies. Okay, so they're little tea light baggies for decorations. You could do several different things. You could hang these on a string after you decorate them, and then you could put them up. One thing that is not included with the kit, obviously, you get a lot with this kit. But if you wanted to use these with tea lights, you would want to get some tea lights, and then they would go on the inside, like so. There we go. And then it doesn't really show up so well with all my lights on, but you get the idea, right? So if you wanted to use it, but I also see you could use this as a stencil, or you could use that actually as a project itself. So lots of different things. I think you could even make that into a box. So we've got our cute little baggies. You could even make treat bags out of these instead of using it as a tea light bag. So lots of ideas for that. We've got die cut sheets here that have lightning bugs. They've got lanterns. This is my favorite part right here for those of you who know me. And even if you don't, you're going to know this now. I am a huge roller coaster junkie. I travel around the world to ride on roller coasters. And so just the roller coaster and the Ferris wheel here, my heart, be still my heart. I love it. So definitely have to do something to incorporate that. And then we've got 2 die cut sheets here of tags. These are labels for our greetings. And then for the fun stuff, not that that's not all fun because it is. We've got, I can't find the end. It is a never ending roll of baker's twine because there's no end. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got baker's twine, and I am going to have to enlist the help of my take your pick tool. Somewhere around here there is an end to this. Oh my gosh. How do you start it? Where does it end? Where does it begin? It's an infinity roll. All right, well, at some point I'm going to find a way to get the baker's twine off the roll. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. It's completely blended in there. Yeah, we'll come back to that. I'll figure it out. Oh, is that it right there? Oh, I think I see it. There it goes. Woo! Yay. I was going to say, I mean, eventually we're going to have to figure that out because we want to use that on our kit. All right, so we've got our infinity never-ending roll of baker's twine, and that looks like it's in Night of Navy. The colors here are Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, and white. And then look at these. These are stickers. They're little, they're gel, like star, like puffy. Whoops, that one was like jumping. That was a shooting star right there. Shot right out at me. They're puffy glitter stars. So super fun. All right, so first thing we're going to do is make these cards as they are advertised. And I am going to do a little twist on that. So let's go ahead and pull out. I'm going to make one of each. And I'm going to pull out the pieces that we'll need to make them as they come in the box, just so you know how to do yours when your box comes in. Or the mistakes not to, you know. I like to give you that. All right, so we've got one of each of these labels. I'll put those aside. And we're going to want a baggie. Put our twine to the side. And I'm going to take one of our cool vellum jars, and then we're going to want one of each of these card fronts. And then we're going to want a few of these, but I'll take out the die cuts after. I'm just going to put those to the side for now so they don't get too distracting. Okay, so here's where I'm going to change what the instructions say to do. These are postcard style. They're meant to be like invitations. You know, you put your invitation information on the back. And I really like to use them as cards. So there's two things that you can do here. The first one is by taking your Whisper White cardstock, 8.5 by 11, or thick cardstock even. Nice for the card base. Cut it in half, 5.5. Boom, you've got two card bases to use with these. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, the other thing that you can do here, are you ready for this? Is the add-on kit. Yay! I know you were like, when's she going to get to that add-on? I'm dying to see it. Okay, so I made these. I had the Whisper White. That didn't come in the kit. These are the add-on. This is an amazing value. Even if you don't have the kit, you could use these card bases for anything. So, and these are available in my online store, even if the kit isn't. Okay, so these are the similar designs to the postcards, but they're actual already made card bases. So you can get more out of this because you can just expand. There are, I believe there are 20. There are 20 card bases in here, and they're the same colors. Whoops, that's upside down, so it's hard to see. In this add-on kit, this is separately. Yes, Paul is asking. You get one. Somebody's asking about the block. You get one block with your first paper pumpkin kit. After that, you would want to purchase more. I'll get to the blocks in a minute. Okay, so these are the similar designs as the postcard styles. So you can do the exact same thing on these that you're doing on the postcards. So, and then the add-on kit, and this is $10 for 20 card fronts and gold foil envelopes. Look at, and the envelopes are printed, so they're pretty inside too. Pretty on the outside, pretty on the inside. That's a great deal, seriously, just for that alone. So, I'm going to go ahead and make the card fronts as shown, and then I'm going to mount them on the Whisper, on the white cardstock, because I want them to be cards. And you can do that even if you don't have the add-on kit. Okay, so let's get started. And then when we're done, I've got maybe an alternate or two to share with you. I might even make something with that add-on kit. In fact, let me see if I can find... There was a little note in here on the add-on kit. I meant to leave it out to show you. And of course I lost it. That's okay. That's not as important. You get the idea. Okay, so inside we have instructions. I'm going to try to follow them. This one also has instructions for printing invitations you know, your invite on the back of these postcards, but I'm not going to do that because I want to use these for something else. I don't actually have a birthday party for them to use them, so I'm going to have a completely different, excuse me, meaning for them. Okay, so with that, we will print or stamp our labels. They have a little embossing around the edges, which is kind of cute. And I have brought, this was just asked up there, do you get a block? So these are what's called photopolymer stamp sets, which means they're clear. And you just peel off, I'm just going to move that for a minute. You just peel them off and put them on your block. So for newbies, when you get your first paper pumpkin kit, you are going to get one of these acrylic blocks with it. And then you just peel the stamp off and put a new one on. And you can purchase more blocks in my online store at stampwithtami.com. So again, I'm just using my larger Blackberry Bliss ink pad, same colors as what came in the kit, just so I can save that mini for another occasion. And I'm stamping the Oh Summer Night saying on the 2 larger. Now, on the instructions, it says stamp It's a Party. What else do we have in here? You're invited. What's this one say? You light up my life. Let's use that one. Because it's not, I'm not having a party for these invitations. I'm giving them to somebody. So I want it to be something different. Plus, You Light Up My Life is actually going to go perfectly with the card that I'm putting it on. Okay. Let's see. We have a little bit more stamping to do. I'm going to put the labels aside. And one very handy dandy tool, actually there's 2 handy dandy tools that when you're stamping, aside from the paper trimmer, that you want. One is this, it's the chamois. I've cut mine so that it's easy to use with my Stamparatus. So we've got chamois. So now I can reuse this block. I clean that and I can reuse that block. The other one is your take your pick tool that I was just using with the baker's thread. Okay. So those 2 things are handy while you're stamping. They're probably like must-have tools. If you're a beginner and you're wondering where you should start, those 2 things are pretty basic things that you may want to start with. Okay. So now we're going to stamp some fireworks. So we've got fireworks here, fireworks here, and a fireworks there, and I hear some more thunder coming. I just have my Stamp Group demonstrator meeting. It was an online meeting, and there was a thunderstorm in the middle of it, and I'm talking, so I'm not even paying attention, and everybody else can hear the thunder going on. I'm like, if I go offline, you'll probably know why. So I'm just inking and stamping some fireworks on the background here. We're going to do the same with this little baggie, but I do want to put something inside the baggie so that the ink doesn't go through to the back there, because otherwise it will. So let's see if we can find some scrap paper to do that with. Let's see, I got a little bit hanging around here. I've always got scrap paper hanging around. So I'll just fold that down so it's small enough to go on the inside of that bag. Okay, so we've got some fireworks on the background here. Over the fireworks, so this is like fireworks on top of fireworks, right? And then when we pull that out, we don't have the stamping on the background of that little baggie. And I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if it did have it, but I think it's a little distracting. Okay, so we'll do a few more here. I don't know, I think I've already gone off from the instructions, but that's okay. That's part of what I do. Alrighty. And it doesn't look like the other one gets stamped. Okay, so alright, looks like now we're going to do a little bit of assembly This is another handy dandy tool here, and that is the silicone mat, especially when we're going to be using adhesive that goes off the edge, because it doesn't get sticky and it doesn't ruin your project. All right, so this says cut 2 4-inch pieces of baker's twine. Now this instruction sheet has this really handy dandy ruler on the bottom of it. So for this card, we're going to cut 4 inches of that baker's twine each. It says tie a knot on the end and each end of the twine and adhere the knot to one edge of the card base using a glue dot. Okay, so we're going to just tie a knot in one end. And then we're going to adhere that with a glue dot, and I am just using I have these on hand. These are just a big roll of glue dots. The same thing that comes in the kit. I just find them a little bit easier to use. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put one here. Okay, so that's, oops, come back to me, baby. Come back to me. That is attached there. And then the other one on the other side. Oops, I'm going to tie a knot in that one. Oh, we got some firework fans. Such a fun summertime kit. I really loved this idea. And, you know, especially the amusement park roller coasters. Biggies for me. That was a big hit. Okay, so tied a knot. They're attached with a glue dot on either side here. And then we're going to take our lanterns. So, looks like there's 5 lanterns. So we'll punch out 5 lanterns. And 5. And then they've got a little bit of a doodad. We'll just call that a doodad on the inside. Okay. Bonnie, so glad to have you back, Miss the Facebook Make-Its. I haven't gone anywhere. I've still been here. Okay, so I know, unfortunately, I would have liked to have gone somewhere this summer, but yeah, it didn't happen. That's okay. That's all right. Sometimes life just throws us a curveball. Okay, so we've got, you know what, it's probably a good idea to tie the knot on both. Do we need to tie a knot on that end? No, I think we just need to tie a knot on one end. You know what, I'm just going with tying a knot on one end. Okay, so I'm flipping these little doodads up. Let's see, so they're stringed. Is that a word? Stringed. And then they're upside down on the string, so they're a little bit easier for me to work with. Okay, so now we're going to go with those mini glue dots. The mini glue, I'm just going to take a pack that I already had opened. I'm good like that. You know, they usually give us extra, so we'll just go ahead and stick a glue dot on the back of each one of those. And then they have a little protective backing. Okay, so these two guys, I just want to make sure that they're spaced right, because these two are going to kind of, these 2 pieces of baker's twine are going to kind of go up like that. So then we'll just flip the lanterns over like so they look like they're hanging. I'm going to continue on with that one, and whoop, that one. There we go. All right, so then I am going to take these 2 strings and attach them on the back with one of those. You know what, I was going to use seal, but I'll use glue dots since that's what comes in the kit. I'm just going to use my own. And I'll stick a glue dot right down. Come on, stupid glue dots. Performance anxiety. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Oh, all right. So I want these to cross at the top, and they didn't. So I am going to make that happen. Maybe one more glue dot will make that happen. There. Now they're crossed. Woo! Okay. So now we've got our hanging lanterns. And what else do we have here? We need to attach our little roller coasters. So they came from this die cut sheet too. And that's going to go down there, and it's going to be popped up too. So we'll use some glue dot, dimensionals on those. I don't think the glue dots on the kit are impossible. Especially not if you have to take your pick tool. You can just pick off the backing just like we pick off the backing with dimensionals. But if you have regular glue dots, they're just easier to work with on the roll than picking off the backing. So, and especially where you guys don't want to sit here and watch me pick off the backings. You know what I'm saying? You want to see things happen. You want to see a card come together. All right, here we go. So that's going to go down the bottom here. And the other one, it looks like our little jar here goes on with the glue dots. Elizabeth says, I wish my kit would hurry up and get here. I hear you, sister. Actually, mine, I think, came earlier than it normally does. Oh, Bonnie says you were gone. You didn't have internet. Well, I'm glad you have internet back. I'm glad to hear that. Sorry that you didn't have it. Okay, I'm sorry if I was off screen a little bit there. My camera's not in its normal location, and sometimes I forget that. I'm hoping somebody will help me rehang it. It fell. It fell a while ago, and so I have to reach every time I do a video. Okay, so do I want to put this down yet? I do not, because it looks like there were fireflies that were supposed to be stamped in there. You know what, though? I'm going to do something different because I already put fireworks in there. So let's go ahead and this is where I show you, what either mistakes, what not to do, or maybe we'll find something even funner than what's on there. Okay, so it looks like on the instructions, instead of having a firework here, there are 2 fireflies stamped there. But since I've already gone rogue, let's go ahead and keep going. Okay. So I am going to stamp these 2 fireflies on top of the vellum so they pop. So they really look like they're, bam. They were originally under. I like that look. Okay. And next up, it looks like we are going to attach the greetings. Okay, so on this one, this is the one that I switched up to You Light Up My Life instead of It's a Party, because I wasn't having a party. I mean, I guess I could have a party, but I wasn't making this for a party. I'm making this for a friend. So I want to send it, and I want to say, You light up my life. Do you guys have fireflies where you are? I live in Massachusetts, and I remember when I was a little kid, we had fireflies. Maybe it's just where I live. We had fireflies all the time, and I haven't seen them in so long. And then all of a sudden this year, they seem to have come back. Okay, so You Light Up My Life on one. And here we're going to take the larger of the lightning bugs. Lightning bugs, fireflies. You say tomato, I say tomato. No, I don't. I say tomato. Tomato's silly. Okay, so this actually is going to tuck a little bit underneath that Ferris wheel. And on this one, go ahead and do one more, some more dimensionals. Oh, Lightning bugs or fireflies? Now I feel like we have a new poll. Do you call them lightning bugs or do you call them fireflies? And while I'm polling you guys, let me ask you this. You know those chocolate sprinkles that you put on top of your ice cream? Are they chocolate sprinkles or are they jimmies? Because here in New England, they're jimmies. And I really feel like, I need to correct anybody that says anything otherwise. All right, let's see. Let's put this over here. All right, and then the next thing we want to do on these cute, so these are they're postcard style. You would stamp the back if you wanted to make them for invitations, which you totally can. Now we're going to add our finest little bling bling that I've buried somewhere in my table. The heck? Where did my little puffy stars go? Dang it, I had them right in front of me. They were the best part. I can't not put puffy stars on here. Sometimes, just sometimes, I wonder where my brain is at. Well, I cannot find my puffy stars, and I swear, oh my stars, they were right next to me when I started. They were here, right? I was showing, they were stars, everything was great with the universe, and then all of a sudden, bam, puffy stars gone. Universe has exploded, things have, gone wild and crazy, and I guess I'm just going to have to keep rolling without the cute puffy stars. So with that, I will finish the cards and maybe puffy stars will show up somewhere along the way. And I'm doing one last search around just in case they decide to pop up. No, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I know, on the floor. I know you guys have found things for me before that were right in front of my face. If anybody sees puffy stars somewhere, scream it. Okay, all right, with that. Now remember I said I wasn't going to be making, postcards. I want to make actual cards out of these. Okay, so I am going to mount these on I cut these at the beginning. The kit doesn't come with the white cardstock, but white cardstock is something we all have handy usually. It's pretty standard. So I cut that at the beginning. So I've got some white cardstock. You can use the mini dimensionals if you would like to, but I'm going to go ahead and use the full-size ones I just happen to have here. Oh, lightning bugs and sprinkles. Oh, I see lots of sprinkles. Oh, some fireflies. Oh, you sprinkle people. I don't know. I don't know if my OCD can handle it. They're jimmies. I don't know why we came up with that saying, but that's what they always were when I was a kid. They were jimmies. And you know what? We go to Friendlies. Maybe Friendlies started it. Do you guys have Friendlies? And Friendlies, they would always have, they call them jimmies. So I'm just using the dimensionals to pop this up. And I'm going to find those stars as soon as I finish this video. So I think those are the easiest ones that you guys can figure out on your own. I think you can, it's right on you guys can figure all of this out on your own, really. It's just more fun when we stamp together. So that you can see them on here where the placement goes if I don't find them in the time that we're making this video. And there's one in each, these little fireworks too that go on that. Because I do want to move along. I gotta do one more card base because I want them all based. So we'll just cut one more piece of Whisper White here. Because I have at least two more little things I want to make here. So I want to make something with the add-on kit. And I want to make a cute little alternate, just a quick one. I'll do another video with some alternates, but just a quickie. Jody, you were watching lightning bugs last night? Aw, lucky you. That's cool. I saw some in my yard the other day, and it just got me thinking, wow, I can't remember the last time that I've seen lightning bugs, and I remember as a little kid, we always had lightning bugs. Okay, so I turned those little postcards into full cards. So that is one way that you can do that. And the other way that you can do that is with the add-on kit. Now again, that add-on kit, look at these pretty envelopes, right? Comes with 10 card bases, the same designs as the postcard styles here. So you could just use these instead of the postcards. You can, make other things with it. There's a lot that you can do here. There's a lot of opportunity to expand this kit. And for $10 to have all these card bases and envelopes, that alone is a great deal. So let's keep playing. I haven't given up on these guys. I know they've got to be in here somewhere. I mean, I literally just showed them to you, so I know they can't have gone too far. All right. I am going to take one of these card bases from the add-on kit and do an alternate with that. Okay. And let me get scrap paper back in here. And I am going to take this, and we're going to clean that off real quick. I'm like under the table hunting to see if I can find my little puffy stars. Okay. I saw this on the insert of the instructions, and I thought, oh, this would be super, super fun. I'm actually going to do some embossing, and I'm going to take this little stem that was in there. Leave that on there too. Okay. Before I do the embossing, I'm using the old embossing buddy to keep the static down. If you don't have that, definitely a Swiffer or just something to anti-static to keep it down, to keep the little pieces from sticking. You don't need it, but it definitely helps. Okay, so going to go boom, boom, boom. I'll grab that little scrap paper underneath here. Pouring gold embossing powder over the top. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but trust me, in 2 seconds it's all gonna come together. All right, so got our heat tool. Probably would have been a good idea for me to preheat it, but that's okay. We can chat. So what I've got going on here is I used the fireworks from the stamp set that came in the Paper Pumpkin kit, and I have got the card base from the add-on kit, and finally we're heating up here. I've stamped and Versamark, poured gold emboss powder, stamp emboss powder over the top, and now I'm just heating that up. Isn't that awesome? Now you see it, right? Hold on, wait for it. There's nothing cooler than embossing. "18 years I've been doing this. It gets a wow out of me every time. It's the simple things in life. If I want a little bit of happy, pull out my embossing gun and emboss something. Okay, so we've got either gold sparkly fireworks on there, or okay, we've got the stem that was in there, and 1, 2, 3. Now we have sparklers. Right? How cute is that? Stop it. And then if we just take one of these. Guess what I found? Woo! I knew I'd find them eventually. All right, we'll go back to that in a minute. Let's finish up the card that we're doing now, and then I'll go back. Okay, I'm going to take one of these tags, one of the tags from the die cuts here. I want to kind of make it halfway. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Excellent. Excellent. I love it when things work out. Y'all cheering back there? They were stuck in the die cuts in between in the middle. Okay. So you light up my life. Oh, I missed the bottom of the Y there. I want it all the way to the left of this tag. And then I'm going to stick that tag down. The either the dimensionals that are in there are fine, or Stampin' Seal is what I'm using right now. Okay, I didn't want the whole tag on there. I just want like 3/4 of it. So we'll stick that on there and then take scissors there and cut the other portion off. And then, I don't know, I feel like we can get a little silly here with some of these die cuts, right? So maybe a dragonfly at the top, or maybe a gold star. For those of you who are teachers, does that just make you smile? Oh yeah, gold stars in the middle, definitely. Definitely gold stars in the middle. And you know what? Why stop there? I'm putting lightning bug on. He's going on there. All right, so there's an alternate. I'll stop at that one. That is just a really cute way of taking that same stamp, turning it into some sparklers, having a little fun. I feel like I want to spritz that with some of the champagne shimmer mist and alcohol and make it all kinds of shimmery and shiny and fun. I'm going to go back to our original cards and finish them now that we found our puffy gold stars. You know, if I ever finished a video with everything going exactly perfect, I don't know what I would do. I really don't. I think it's part of the fun. All right, so we're going to put a couple puffy stars up here. Puffy stars are fun. Hey, Stampin' Up! Can we get puffy stars in our catalog? Because these are super fun. And if you wanted to add some around some of the other places, you could. All right, so what we've got here are, these are the cards that came in the kit, or 3 cards that came in the kit, or 3 card fronts that came in the kit, and the cute little tea light bag, which I feel like we could make into a stencil or some other fun things, maybe a box. I don't know. Stay tuned for my alternates. We'll see how that goes. I mounted the card fronts instead of making invitations out of them, as the directions had. I mounted them on just Whisper White cardstock to make cards out of them. Or you can mount them on the the add-on pack. Now this add-on pack, this can go so far beyond the this paper pumpkin kit. Really, there's so many fun things that you can do with that. So that is quite the value there. $10 for 20 card fronts and gold foil envelopes. So that's still available in my online store, that add-on. Even if you don't have the kit, that's just a cool thing to have. And we've got one alternate. We got one alternate there, and we've got some sparklers on that made with the card base from the add-on kit, and a little bit of fun. And I'm glad I found those stars. I would have been so sad. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and I will see you back on Saturday morning. Whoops, sorry. Let's see if I can get back to me. Okay, I don't know where I went. I know you guys are saying that a lot. I don't know where her head went. Anyways, I will see you guys back here Saturday morning live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my Stampin' Group's blog hop. And our theme this month is Christmas in July. So it's time to get started. You know what? It's a great time to start thinking about holidays, because holiday catalog is coming out next month. All right, so thanks for joining me today.